Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark Rollins. I'm an attorney here in Washington, D.C. I practice at the law firm of Rollins and Chan. Today's topic is on what is drug court and is drug court for you. Before I begin, I just want to state that if you're with an attorney or you've hired an attorney or you've been given an attorney and that attorney says, I don't do drug court, you need to find a new attorney. Not to say that drug court is for everyone. It is not for everyone. In fact, the vast majority of people will find that it's not for them. It's really only for serious addiction issues. However, it needs to be explored so that if you're in the criminal justice system, it needs to be explored whether in fact drug court is for you. So what is drug court? Well, there are over 2,500 drug courts in the country, and almost every single state in the union now has a drug court. DC's drug court is comprised of a 24-week program with 4 phases. It is a pretrial program, meaning that they accept misdemeanors and felonies into their program. Now, a misdemeanor that completes the 24-week program, the case will be dismissed. A felony case that completes this the same 24 weeks will not be dismissed. They could still have a trial. They could still enter a plea. And the only benefit to a felony going in is that the judge who does the sentencing will look more favorable upon the individual as completing, seeing that individual as completing a good program. So, and a lot of the people, felonies that complete the drug court program are given probation. Not to say that you're guaranteed it, but a lot are given probation. Now, if you elect to go into drug court, you realize that it is an intense program. And there are essentially 3 different treatment avenues you can go into if you go into drug court. The first is intensive outpatient treatment, which is usually going to classes 3 or 4 days a week. The second is short-term residential, where you actually live at a facility for a minimum of 30 days. And then the third one is long-term residential treatment, and that is you would spend the time at the facility 60 to 90 days at a facility. And then when you come back, you'll then engage in more intensive outpatient treatment. Now, before you make the decision of whether drug court is for you, make sure that you sit down with an experienced attorney and you go over these different phases and what it will take for you to complete it, and whether you have the commitment and the drive to complete it. Now, I can just say that most people that go through drug court that have a problem usually end up with coming out pretty successful. It's a great program in DC. They made a lot of changes, and it may be for you. Thanks for watching. Thanks.